it is the human operating system time again. So, since a few days ago I shared the two platforms of Wing Chun, I continues on to get message, questions, and also discussions with our Wing Chun friends or traditional martial art friends worldwide. And there is a topic or the questions which is asked. And at the beginning, I expect somebody will ask these questions, and because it is unavoidable. So true enough, there are many people ask me this question. So today I like to share with you what I understand, what I know. Okay, and the questions is about how is this two platform influence the Wing Chun Xiu Lin Tao practice, since Xiu Lin Tao is the core of Wing Chun. Well, this is a big, huge question. And so today, I'd like to share with you my view on this. Okay. Now, before that, I'd like to do some clarification too. First, there are some Wing Chun friends, when they wrote me, they still refer what I'm talking about as my method, your method. And I have to explain, I don't have method. This is not my method. I am reporting, I am the messenger reporting what exists in the traditional Chinese martial art history on Wing Chun. Okay? So I don't have a method. What I present here, seriously, do not belong to me. It belongs to all Wing Chuners. It is a matter of only whether you want to inherit it or you don't want to inherit it. I do not have the exclusive right to own this thing. Okay? I am just making or categorize or systemize what happened in a scientific way, in a systematic way, in an objective way. So here on, we Wing Chuners can discuss about it, can discuss about its pros and cons, and to investigate, to improve it, because life is about keeping improved. Nobody can stuck in the past 100 years or 300 years or whatever. Okay? So, also there is an issue here. I received many videos from our Wing Chun friends asking me, Hendrik, is this good? Is this good? Is this good? And I have to tell everybody, okay, I tell in the Facebook group, message group, and also today I want to tell it to the world. Please do not ask me that is it good or is this bad, or this guy doing this, this grandmaster doing this, is this good? Don't ask me and don't send me this type of videos or questions. What you want to do is this. Now you know there's two types of platform. And you just have to use the platform as a reference to see what is this person or this grandmaster do. Is it a 1960 platform or is it a 1850 platform? Okay, so there's the first question you can ask. The second question is, you can ask, okay, this is the 1960 platform. How or what is the level of the handling? Of course, you have some is more basic level, some is intermediate, some is more advanced level. Well, that's based on people's development and and the skill. Okay? So with this, there's no politics. There's no, we always talk bad about other people behind their back. Oh, my sifu is not as good as me. Oh, I learned this better than my sifu. Or I learned this better by my si-heng or my si-dai. My sifu teach me this. Let's drop that. Let's use this platform in an objective way. Hey, what platform is that? Oh, this is the platform. 1960 platform. You add Tai Chi inside there. I know. So how's the handling? What is the level of the handling? Well, that solves the issue. That doesn't get any personal into it. It is what it is. Okay? We want to make life simple for everybody and focus on the technology of techniques and improvement. We don't want to get into those always talk bad about other people, other lineage and this and that and all kinds of stuff, which is actually doesn't solve anything about the technology. It doesn't. It just screws everybody up. Okay? So if we see somebody who did a good job, say in the 1960s platform, then we can go praise at him. Say, what? This is 1960. He did a good job on this. Well, we just have to admit it, right? Life is easy. Just make it like a university or in the technology in the Silicon Valley. Even though we are competitor, but if you come up with a platform which is much superior, then I praise you, I praise you, because that's good. You can compete and still be objective and to the point. Okay, not doing those destructive and constructive damaging kind of stuff. Okay. So let's get into the shooting part. First, we need to know one thing. The Chinese, ancient Chinese, the Chinese would be able to have the internal cultivation and so forth, so forth. Have two worlds. There are two worlds, okay? Or one world, there are two parts. It's better to say that there are two parts. One is the intentional regulating part. Another part of the world is called the natural resonance part of the world, or the natural world. Okay, so you have one which is intentional world. I want to build a house, so I intentionally build that house. And then there's a part of the world which is the natural, like rain naturally, the wind blow naturally. You don't use your intention to control the wind. Okay. So this is the world the Chinese perceive, the Chinese have. So I model it today with what I coin as intentional regulation or regulating, and another one is the natural resonance. It's two parts of the world. And in the intentional regulating world, people is dealing with sympathetic nervous system. Because in our body, we have the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. Whenever you use your intention, you want to do this, that is the sympathetic. And then that is the parasympathetic nervous system. When you relax, when you get into, you drop your thinking and so forth, there's the part. Now, in the ancient Chinese development, whenever one wants to go inside, train the internal goal, train the internal development, one must be able to get into the natural part of the world or the natural resonance world. Okay, so this is two parts of the world. We need to know they exist. And if you want to talk about all Nei Gong and Qi Gong meditation, those are all get into the natural world, or get into the natural resonant states. Okay, now let me illustrate for you. What does it mean with this thing, if I call it pendulum? Okay, now raise the bob of the pendulum this way. Okay, it's called intentional regulating because I raise it in this direction. Okay, now when I drop this bob, it oscillates and swings by itself, by its own frequency. That is called the natural resonant states. Okay? Now, you must really clear on this thing. Any Qigong, any art which is developed internally, always have to do this. It has to get into the natural resonant states. And it uses the intentional regulating as a trigger, a triggering or a select of which state they want to get in. After they select it, they let it go. Okay? So if you want to train Qigong and so forth, want to train your breathing and so forth, it boils down to this. Now, it is known, if one keeping using this intentional regulating, dictated, using the hand, you see that? I just adjust how many degrees I want those things. This is called dissipative. Okay? Any Qigong, any internal or any meditation, if one is using this, keeping using this only, that is called dissipative. You dissipate your energy. You drain your energy. The Qigong have two parts, or the internal all has two parts. It goes to the direction, it triggers, so that it use the intentional regulating to get into the natural resonance. That is where they use their body to get into, for example, deep breaths. They nurture their energy. So if one need to talk about Qigong or all this kind of thing, one need to know this basic. Okay? Now, that is a big misconception in traditional Chinese martial art in the past 100 years. Today, I speak this up for us Wing Chun only. For other style, in a really straightforward way, it's none of my business. Because I'm a Wing Chun, right? So, for Wing Chun, we need to know one thing, really seriously from today on. Chinese, be it Qigong and all this kind of thing, internal, whatever, have come to a concept called song or loose. Loose. You know what? Loose doesn't guarantee natural resonant states. Okay? So you can have 10,000 people who talk about song or loose, how your body has to be loose, how has to be loose this way, that way. But if they have no idea of this natural resonant state, they have no idea of how to get in. They still do not have what? Internal development. In fact, one can do an intentional regulating in a loose way. Okay, instead of jerky way, you can have a smooth way, loose way. I'm still in the dissipative mode. I cannot get into this natural resonance and let the natural nurture the energy. Okay? So let's get it really solid here on. So we know. Okay. Same thing, you use your body, you use your mind. As soon as it is intentionally regulating, you know that's dissipative. You know it is only directional, because when you use your mind to do something, you just use directional. Okay? So I'm going to talk about mind later on after I do this, and I'm going to show you how you're going to do it. Yeah, experiment with experience with it. I want you to know now. This is not 1850 in the Red Book. We have Ethernet today. I can show you what it is. I can tell you what to expect. You will get it right away. Same with this resonance stuff. If you get something heavy here and a string, you pull it like that, you drop it, you will get the resonance. You like it or not, that is the nature of our world. So today I'm going to get you in, okay? Instead of saying, oh, which is good, which is bad, no. I want to get you in and you see what is the difference, okay? Now, let's get into shooting now, okay? So, if we do the beginning of the shooting count, the EG Kamyonga, the 1960 platform is this. Okay, usually it's this. Okay, so it talk about structure, it talk about geometry, it talk about how you need to clamp your knee, how you need to bend your knee, or how you tuck your tailbone, or your lift your anus, or the handling your align your spine. That is 1960. Okay? Well, in the 1850, it doesn't talk about this. It just talk about how one can smoothly, using the 7 balls and the 4 momentum handlers, namely the feet, the calf side, this part of the legs and body, and then the shoulder blade. How smooth, how flexible one can use it. And then how is the deep diaphragmatic breathing is along with it. That's what it's about in the 1850s platform of shooting called EG equal shoulder stance. That's it, the equal shoulder stance. Because it's not in the form, it's not in the alignment. It is in how you use your joints, the 7 balls, how you use the 4 handlers, and how it synchronizes with your breathing, your deep diaphragmatic breathing. So one simple example to understand what I'm talking about, to experience what I'm talking about is this. If you're doing a squat, that's all. Because when you squat properly, your joints, your muscle, your breathing all come together. And there can be many different variations of squats due to different type of body or different condition of body. Okay? So that is the platform of 1850, the basic of EG Kamyonga platform. And like a squat, is using this back muscle from top of the head down to the leg, which is the Taiyang Tang Guang Jing Jing, the muscle of the uteral bladder channel muscle, from top down. So it is exactly like when you do a squat, using this muscle. You use the most muscle when you do the squat. You use the most muscle of your body. Okay? So, we know, and one is doing this. You have to have some kind of geometry, some kind of alignment, some kinds of triangle shape or whatever shape. Okay. On the other, it doesn't talk about shape at all. It just talks about your 7 balls, your 4 momentum handles, your breathing, and then you use this actually the back muscle like a squat muscle to do that. Okay, or if you don't want to do squat, you do oblique twist, same thing. Okay, so from here you can see the 1960 is an intentional regulating state type of platform, while the 1850, like the squats or oblique twist, it is a intentional regulating lead into the natural resonance type of platform. They're different. Okay? So is there a pro and con here? Yes. Life is not very straightforward. In order to learn to have your 6 core elements, namely your body, mind, breathing, chi channels, force flow, momentum, to get into this natural resonance, if there's no system there and you do not have a clear explanations and clear instructions and the feedback to verify, it is really, really tough. 1 million per one, probably to get it right, provided the teacher, the sifu, know what's going on, if they don't have this systematic way of doing it. However, if I slide this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, well, everybody can do it. Just follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you know it. The 1960 platform, you can spread out really fast. Everybody will be able to learn it. As for the 1850 platform on the natural resonance, it is real tough. That's why it is almost extinct today. Okay? So, what is good? What is bad? That's why I said don't talk about good or bad. Everything has its pros and cons. Okay? Now, I want to show you this. So you be with me. You experiment with it. You sense it. And you see what you got. Then you know clearly what is what. No argue. Don't use this mind to argue. Because that doesn't do anything good. It's got nothing to do with lineage or anything. It's got to do with the platform. Technical stuff, right? Now, as we know, the beginning of shooting Tao, everybody in the 1960 platform always doing this. Stand straight like that. Raise your fist here. Open up. Stand properly. And then move your arm down. Right? So again, you stand the feet like that. You raise your fist here. You open your stance. You make sure all your alignment is proper and everything. And then you move your hand down after your structure and so forth, everything is proper. Okay, so that is the 1960 platform. Let's do it. Do it. Have the feeling of how your body is structured, how you align it, how you intentionally want the body to do this way, do that way, and then at the end, you put your hand down. You move your hand in this position while the body is sampled and so forth, structure and so forth. You move the body down, okay? And at the beginning, stand like that, you move your hand up. Do that, okay? And then experience how does it feel, your body and so forth. Now, after that, let's go to the 1850s. 1850s, you stand with your leg is slightly apart here. Okay? And I want to make sure that the 7 bolt from your feet, your ankle, your knee, your hip, your shoulder blade, your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist, all this relax. Okay? And you don't want to relax this way. This is not relaxed. Chinese, sorry. Before the 1950s, a term called Han Xiong Ba Bei. Okay, it's not the body like that. Han Xiong Ba Bei actually is your arm is like this dislocate, this spread away, expand away from your body, from your chest and body. So when you want to do this, relax, remember from bottom up, this one, you want to go like that a little bit, okay? It's not like this, okay? People today say, oh, I want to go internal, sing chi, and then the body going like that. No, it's not like that. In the before 1950, the old timers, it's like this. It's like this. It's not like this. It's actually like that. Okay? This body actually expand outward. My arm here expand outward. So you loose up from this hand up here. From this hand up to my shoulder. So it's like floating up. Okay, floating up. It's not like this. It's floating up. So from the bottom of the feet, you float up, meaning you relax up, and then from here you float up. So your body is in a floating state. That is the first thing of the 1850s platform. You float it up. Okay? Okay? Now, that's called equal shoulder step. Now, after you float up, you want to take this fist. Okay? Remember? Equal shoulder step. You float up. And I want you to take this fist, you make a fist here, you raise it up. Do not raise it too far away, too far like that, okay? Just raise until you feel kinds of a little tense up, slight tense up. You raise it up here, while all relaxed, okay? When you raise up like that, you inhale. You raise up, you inhale. Okay? Raise up, you inhale. Okay? Now, when you do this, watch out. Because you have a relaxed this leg and this back. When you go this body is actually going forward a little bit. The weight is shifted a little bit forward. Your spine going accord to that. Okay? Your rib actually is open up. Okay? And when your rib open up, you inhale at the same time, actually your breathing going low. Okay? Okay? Diaphragm going low. So all is synced together. Okay? You see that how it is? Naturally. Okay? Now, after you do this, when in the time to exhale, you just exhale and put your hand down like that. Okay? Now, when you exhale and put the hand down like that, your weight automatically moves backward because this is loose. And this part is going to move first going down, and then later on the shoulder. Okay, so is from this, you see this move back there first, and then when you're going down, and then you go gradually from hand to the shoulder in a natural way. Okay, and then you exhale. So when you do that, you feel the diaphragm going up, deep breathing, diaphragm going up. Okay, so to do the entire thing is, you have the equal shoulder stand. Remember this. Inhale, exhale. That is the 1850s platform, where it is using all this muscle in the back, like a squat. At inhale and exhale, it actually open up the cerebrals, activating the 4 momentum handles, and then close down. This is called 升降, rise and sink. And within 升降, there's 开合, open and close, because your body actually is open up and close down. That is what it is. So again, one is this frame by frame, right? The 1960s frame by frame. Align, hand down. Okay, the 1850 is standing like that. You use your intention and you want to get to the natural resonance. You know, how long you can go, breathing and so forth is based on your, everybody is different, right? Go in. You let the body, whatever your frequencies, your resonance frequency of your body, take care of itself. Okay, so you involve this now in a it actually involves the entire 6 core elements. Okay, but as I say, I make it simple. Your joints, your 7 volts, and your 4 momentum handles. Okay, when you're breathing, when you go up, you inhale, it automatically going down here. When you exhale, automatically come up from there. That is called 心气度丹田, sing your breathing to 丹田 or 丹田 breathing. So this is the 1 to the 5th quick of the 1850 shooting kick. And today I want to show you this completely, at least the basic. There's a lot of details, but now you know what it is. Get into the resonance state and static. Breathing naturally, drop your intention and everything. And then you go. One cycle, one inhale and exhale cycle. You see the difference now? So this is how you develop the chi and so forth, so forth. This is called内练一口气，外练筋骨皮。Internally, you train that breathing. Externally, you train your bone, your sinews, your muscle. Because you see, when you go down there, your spine moves, your rib cage open up because you want to breathe. Okay? And then your weight, body weight is shifting. Everything is moving. Okay? So that is the 1850. So why is it called 修炼陶? Today's we call 修炼陶is leader idea, intention idea, which is the 1960. The aim Wing Chun call it Xiu Lin Tao, the essence of details training, because all these details has to be handled, or else one don't know what one's training. And that's what I'm saying again, is that simple? It's very tough. But today, it's good that because our society, our educations, I can stand here explaining to all these details, and I guarantee that, I'm sure that people who doing this, keeping experiment with it, will get what I'm talking about. Because it's no longer following a form or some kind of mysterious stuff. It is a body. It's no different than learning how to do a squat properly in a YouTube, with proper how to handle the butt, the knees, and the breathing, so forth. Okay. So try it, then you can experience what it is. Okay. And Xiu Lin Tao 1850 is all these details have to handle. Why? When I get here, every part of the body, the 12 shot, the 12 counter and attack point, 12 counter attack point. And watch my first platform video. I need to be able to handle it or simultaneously evoke it. And I have to have my breathing at all the time. Without breathing, I'm dead. That's why it is designed for that. Okay? So, as for the intention, in the 1960s, you say, oh yeah, when you do the Xiu Lin Tao, you need to align of your body, you have to have forward pressure and all those different goodies. In the 1850s, it just used the intention to switch state. So what do I mean by that? Well, everybody knows this is Wu Sao. If one going through this training, this finger, this is thumb, is actually handling the muscle of the lung channel, here. I go to the acupuncture dummy, you can see the channel. And this muscle, this lung channel muscle, within it is the energy channel, and influence lung function, and influence how you handle this hand, this arm. Now, when you want to sense him, you raise your thumb and inhale. You just put your hand, stick at him. Okay, so that it's like you just put your hand like a piece of paper on top of his hand. Because the thumb is up like that, your hand will be really lightweight. You don't use that much force. Try it. So that's for sensing. So your mind say, okay, I want to sense him. Right away, my finger come up. All the 6 core elements go with it. Okay? Sensing. Now, when I get the timing, I want to shoot at him or eject him. Then my mind is telling my finger or the lung meridians, say, okay, I just drop my finger, bend the finger like that. Move forward. Okay, snap forward. So this is for sensing. This finger is like that for sensing. This is to snap forward. And right away you can feel this is heavy. The hand is right away changed to heavy mode. This is very lightweight. You can be very lightweight. This is right away heavy. So when you do Qi Sao, you don't put your arm this way. When you want to face your opponent, you don't put your thumb this way. Because his hand is heavy. You want to go this way, you want to inhale, have your inhale deep. Okay? So that's how we use the mind to handle it. And of course, as you see that, even there's a time, movement. My entire body is moving. And I'm going in, right? You see? It's coming in, I'm moving in. Okay? It's very different than the 1960, but you have the structure, it doesn't matter this, you just do this. Where your structure supporting your hand movement, your hand is the first priority. In the 1850 years, my mind triggered the state. I want to sense in, I want to get in. The entire body go. As how this hand is, this is second priority. Because when I go here, if it's too close, right away I elbow him. Okay? Because it's no longer say, well, I have to do this at Park Sao or something. No. Sensing. I go in. Whatever it is, the momentum, it is the momentum. And I have to respond to it. It doesn't based on any techniques. Okay? So I want to share this with you. The use of mind is different. So in the 1960s, it's like, oh, you have this mind power and so forth. In the 1850, you don't have that. 1850 is following the Buddhist, Taoist, the internal cultivations of the ancient Chinese. Okay? So like this, very small details, right? Small shooting tower, the essence of training of small details, right? You come in, just go in. People not notice you're handling your time. You want to go in, boom. Okay? When I drop this, I can use the snap, I can use this elbow. Okay, so. So this is to share with you. Go experiment with it and see if you got what I try to transfer this experience to you with this video. Okay. Now, for those who want to know the details and all these things, 7 bowls, blah 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 blah, 613 break, go read my books. Okay. If you know this, you don't have to read my books. But if you want to know the details of this short strike, blah blah blah, this thing, natural resonance state, you can, if you're a Prime member of the Amazon, it's $0. Just go read it about the natural resonance states and the what do you call it, the intention regulating state. I make it simple now because you need to have an educational platform, okay, so that we can discuss, we can research, we can do a lot of things without get stuck into this. My lineage is better than your lineage. My grandmaster is better than your grandmaster. My father can fight, he can beat your father. I can beat you, shut up, talk with hand. We want to get away from that. We want to move into the technology. We want to study what platform we have. What platform the competitor have. What is the limitations of us? What is the limitations of the competitor? Only that way we can design our momentum to counter it, at least to power it. If we don't see it, based on my lineage is older, my grandmaster is better than yours, my father can beat you better. Shut up. Don't talk with a mouth, talk with your hand. You get nowhere. History has been proving that. So we want to move on to the merging the Western scientific mentality, the objective way of looking at things with the ancient technology. And we need to take off this way. Okay, at least that is my wish. So this is for you today.